Alrighty, good morning. Actually, still got the morning going. Got another cook going today. Doing it on a modified Weber Kettle. We did another mod to it. I don't know if you can see it or not. But you can kind of see that little cap on there. And you look over this way. We're going to use a CyberQ cloud. And I actually drilled a 1-inch hole. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Drilled a 1-inch hole there, and there we go. And that's where the fan's gonna mount. So, like I said, I'm gonna get this charcoal started up, and once I put the fan on it, I'll pick back up. So we'll see in just a little bit. Alrighty. So I had the charcoal going now for about 15 minutes. I went ahead and pulled a full chimney in. I believe what the instructions are when you're using the CyberQ cloud on the Weber Kettle is you want to shut your bottom vent all the way, and you can kind of see there's the module. I'll just bring it a little closer, I think. You can see that? But we got power, fan, pit, and food 1. And how this works is this is pretty much just a control module for the fan. And what you do is, here's my pit probe. Sorry, I got a bug crawling on me right now. There we go. And your pit probe is going to go opposite of the slow and sears, and I'm going to put it about right there. And then I can go ahead and I can close this thing down. Because now what's going to happen is the CyberQ is running right now. The fan's running. I don't know if you can see the fan, but there's the fan. And now this thing's going to start monitoring the temp, and the fan will actually, pick up speed or slow down speed depending on, how close it gets to the temperature. Temperature we're going to shoot for today is 220 or 275. It's already like noon, and it's like a 5-pound chuck roast I'm going to cook. So I'm kind of strapped on time, but I'll pick back up in the kitchen and I'll just show you how I get it prepped. Alrighty, real quick, got the chuck roast out. This is smaller of the two. I actually got a 2-pack from Sam's Club, and 2 of these things weighed about, I think it was 7 3/4 pounds for the 2 of them. The other one I'm not going to cook today because, like I said, it is about 12 o'clock, and I'm going to be taking this up to 195, 200, and I just... doing this one today, it still might be a late dinner. That's why I'm kind of cooking at 275, but real easy prep. Took it out of the package, patted it dry, rubbed it down in olive oil, and gave it a very, very, very hearty coat of this Killer Hogs all-purpose rub. The Weber Kettle is still heating up right now. It's at like well, let me just show you. Can you see that? No? Yeah, it's at 250. So, and I'm shooting for 275. So I will pick back up once I get this out on the kettle. Alrighty, I just put the chuck roast on. Quick. The bottom vents are all the way shut, and the top vents kind of just, I don't know, maybe like a quarter of the way open. Just quick open her up and give you a look. Yeah, I got the chuck roast there, got the charcoal started on that side. I got 2 nice chunks of oak on there, and I'm hoping this. I do have the water trough full today, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this down again. And I don't know if I'm gonna wrap this or not. I might let this thing go for 3-4 hours and I'll check back in, and maybe I'll wrap it, maybe I won't, but we'll just have to wait and see. So like I said, I'm going to let this thing keep her shut for about 3-4 hours and I'll pick back up, so we'll see you then. Alrighty, so we're right at the 3-hour mark. Internal on this chuck roast right now is at 170. Go ahead and take a peek. Yeah, I mean, looking pretty good. Starting to get some nice bark on it. Still got quite a bit of charcoal left, which is good too. I was a little concerned about it running at a higher temperature today, but I don't think it's going to seem to be an issue. Like I said, we're at 3 hours internal, and this thing's already at 170. I maybe let this go like another 5 degrees internally, and then pull it off and wrap it. So if I do that, I will pick back up and I'll show you what I'm going to do to it when I wrap it. So we'll see in a little bit. Alrighty, so we're right at about the 4-hour mark. Internal on this is at 175. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to double wrap this in tin foil, and I'm also going to put just a little bit of beef stock in there, just for some little added moisture. Probably not a whole heck of a lot. That'll be good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this thing up good and tight 2 times, and I'm going to throw it back on, and probably let her go to about I'm thinking 200 or 205 I'm going to let her go to today. So I'll probably pick back up maybe just one more time when we're cutting into this bad boy, so we'll see you then. Alrighty, real quick, I just want to give my 2 cents on the CyberQ Cloud. And if I had more than 2 thumbs, I'd give about 10 thumbs up on this dang thing. It is pretty awesome. You can see a nice steady increase in the temperature of the blue line. The blue line's of food, and then you can obviously see when I pulled the temp sensor out and then wrapped it up and put it back on. And then you can kind of see dips in the red line. Most of those dips, especially like the larger ones, that's for me opening and closing the grill cover. And then you can kind of see there's a dotted red line there. That is what I have it set at. And then the solid red line is what it actually stays at. And I will say, this thing has stayed within 7 degrees of the cook the entire time, unless I opened up the lid and shut it real quick or opened it up for a while. I did add charcoal about 5 hours in. I don't think I needed to, but I usually put a full chimney full of charcoal in the slow and sear, and I did not. There was still about 10, 12 pieces of Kingsford in there, so I just went ahead and put it in. And you can see right now that the chuck roast is at 196. I'm probably going to go out and check it here in a little bit. And yeah, I just had to say, the CyberQ Cloud, awesome. If anybody's been looking at them and wondering about them, I would highly suggest it. I do have the opportunity to get a couple more adapters. Like I can get one for my Oklahoma Joe's, and I can get one for the pit barrel, but I've been thinking about it, and I don't know. The pit barrel, for one, is just so money. Every time you, like, as long as you light it up right and let it burn long enough, it'll pretty much sit at one temperature, you know, within 5-10 degrees the whole entire cook. And then Oklahoma Joe's, I don't know, I'm on the fence about it yet. I've seen a couple videos of people using them on there. The T-Roy Cooks does one, or he talks about it just briefly, and I don't know, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But anywho, sorry for the longer video. Well, not really, but I'm going to sign off here, and we'll probably catch you when we're cutting this thing up, because I'm going to pull it off at 200. So I'm going to pull it off, let it rest for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I'm getting hungry, and then I'll pick back up once I got it all cut up, or I'll pick back up when I'm cutting it up. So either way, we'll see you then. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, trying to work on a new intro here, but we are back. The rest is over. You can see I already sliced it up. Oh my Lanta, will you just, hold on, just go ahead and look at this. I mean, look at how that chuck roast, I tell you, pulls right apart. And that is, wow. I'm sure you can see it, but you can see a nice smoke ring around it. This thing's awesome. I mean, it took a total of 5.5 hours at 275 the whole time. After 4 hours, I wrapped it, let it go to rest it away, and then I gave it a 2-hour rest after that. And besides that, should I just show you one more time here real quick? Should I just show you this? I mean, it just pulls right apart, and it tastes, it pretty much tastes like the best chuck roast I've ever bitten into. So yeah, I got nothing else to say. I'm going to try not to eat all this, but I can't promise anything. But besides that, I hope this video helped you guys out. Try chuck roast. For those of you who are nervous about doing a brisket, I would highly suggest going and finding yourself, this was like a 2.5 to 3 pound chuck roast. You know, this thing still at 275 took 5.5 hours. And it took that short because at 275 it pushes through the stall. Where at 225, a chuck roast kind of stalls still like a Boston butt does. So go out, get yourself a chuck roast, try it. It's awesome. Got nothing else to say. Have a good night. We'll see you guys next time.